SAFC Fan TV, I'm Shaun Middleton. I'm outside the Stadium Light with today's game, Sunderland versus Bolton Wanderers. The current score is Sunderland 0, Bolton Wanderers 0. And now I'll be getting the fans' reactions as they leave the stadium. Could you please like, share and subscribe to our channel? That would be very much appreciated. Thanks for your time. Right, and with the number one raver in the North East, it's Dave the Rave. He gets to every rave in the North East, isn't it, Dave? Dave, what do you think of the game?
Poor today, we need Phil Parkinson out. Definitely need him to go. Like, we rubbish today. Like, we could have played better than that the first half and the second half.
Right. Dave playing 5 at the back, that's not good, is it?
No, we should play 4-4-2 and not the first half and that.
Dave, if you were the manager, what would you set them players for half time?
I would say my waving on with the glow sticks, with all the waving and all that.
You just after half time though, you get them players.
I would get with all these and get some new players in, get with a big player out and get big players in and not and the thing and that. Because we're not good enough in this league.
Where's the problem, Dave? What's going wrong in this football club?
The players are too slow. They used to be fast when we won the Premiership League. Far too slow now. They're good at singing that.
So if you were Stuart Donald, would you get rid of the manager now?
I would get rid of him.
Who would you bring in, Dave?
I would bring a top quality manager in, really top quality.
Like who, Dave?
Like Kevin Phillips or singing that.
I tell you what. If Kevin Phillips come, he'd lift the whole place, like, wouldn't he?
Look,
what we've got to lose now.
No, we need some better players. Definitely need some better players than that. Singing that.
Right, Dave, you got in the way for night?
I'm going to get the way.
Are we going to get in the playoffs?
I hope so. I hope so.
If
we didn't get up this season, we'll probably be next season.
Right, cheers for your time, Dave. Right, have a good night. Have a good night. See the wave. Sunderland 0, Bolton 0. Sunderland have just drew against the bottom of the table. Bolton, no disrespect, but it's a terrible result. What's your name again, mate?
James.
James, what do you think of the game in the whole?
Well, I'm a Bolton fan. Not missed a game for 10 years, home and away in league. Parkinson's the worst manager I've ever seen. I'm 30 years old. I've been going since I was 3. You need to get rid of him fast. I mean, I'm not being funny there, but I mean, you were slightly better team second half. First half, we should have been 4-5-0 up. Yeah, you know what I mean? If you had a better finisher there. But he's just so negative. He's just like, his arrogance as well. He thinks he is.
No, mate, we've got rid of Jack Ross, right? He was a negative manager, and then we're getting Parkinson, and he's even worse. So we've just gone from bad to worse. I don't know what to do for me, like. But they honestly, you played really well, like.
Yeah, cheers, mate. It's a shame to see a club like this in this state, but he's not the answer, mate. He's not the answer.
He's not. Do you think he's against the Messi? Well, I say the Messi's he's on 6 points now. I mean, minus 12. He's on 6 now. Yeah, I hope he's got out with me. I think it's absolutely tremendous if you've got this relegation battle. Like,
cheers, mate. That'd be good. I mean, them games in, and we've got 2 games in hand. We've got another one if Doncaster want to play the game. You know, maybe it's all on them games in hand, really. But a great result today. So.
Honestly, respect, mate. Have a safe journey home, and I hope you stay up, mate. Thanks for the kind. SAFC Fan TV, I'm Shaun Middleton with Fab Rab, the Bolton fan. It was Sunderland 0, Bolton 0. Obviously, Fab Rab, disappointing day for Sunderland, but good point for you. I think you were the better team.
That was a great result for us. I really feel sorry for you because we had Phil Parkinson at our club. He's the most negative manager. He's defensive. And for once in my life, I could say I thought we were the better team.
Nice, well.
And we're unlucky that we couldn't score, so I'm really pleased. And 1 point does do us. But I don't know what to say about you guys. We suffered them a full season last season, well, a couple of seasons, but he's the most negative guy. I was going to speak and tell him he's the most negative guy I've ever seen in football.
How can, right, us Sunderland football got a massive flow like us, right? Gone from Jack Ross, a negative guy, to going to Phil Parkinson. Why is Stuart Donald, our owner, appointed 2 negative managers like that? Why do us as Sunderland football, we don't need a negative manager. We want somebody who's going to set them players up, set the team up to have a go at teams, not sit back and do, nothing. You know what I mean?
I honestly and truthfully can't believe that. Okay, he's played about the back, but he's never really pushed and threatened. And okay, he's a couple of free kicks and our keeper a couple of saves, but you weren't pushing. You just want to do nothing. But that's the tactics that you guys have been in. It doesn't. He must be telling you what to do because I was fed up. I was fed up when it was with us. It was we'd get up the line, then it was back and it would pass it to the keeper, and then the keeper would big toe up. Next centre half would just head it down, and we're constantly under pressure. With the most goals against, and they still wanted to play defensive football. I don't understand. I wouldn't give him room, I wouldn't give him room back up.
I mean, we talked a couple of Bolton fans now, and I mean, to be honest, I didn't get loads of Parkinson. I checked him on Wikipedia, and he's got a good record getting promoted. But the Bolton fans are saying like basically he's not the man for us. Like
he's not a guy for you. He's not a guy. I'm glad we get rid of him.
Yeah.
He's not a guy for us. He's not. All right, we did get promoted, but then again, for a team like yourselves and a team like us, if we were to go down the division, I think I could get us back up.
Yeah.
With a professional.
I know Sunderland Football Club like loads, but I mean there was 33,000 there today. I mean last season there was 47,000 there, 47,000 against Bradford Boxing Day. We normally fill the stadium. It's worrying times for our club, like, you know what I mean.
Now, well, I'll tell you just now. We were saying, the Bolton fans were saying, Parker, you're getting sacked in the morning.
Aye.
It should be you guys singing you're getting sacked in the morning. I read Twitter where Phil Parkins made a statement, it's good to welcome Bolton back, and it should be a hard game.
Yeah.
And your guys are going, why is it a hard game? Because we're getting hammered 7-1, we're getting hammered, I don't know why.
Like, quickly lads, quickly mate, I mean, do you think you can stay up, and do you think we can get in the playoffs? Us, do you think us can get in the playoffs?
No chance.
Do you think you can stay up?
There's a possibility we could stay up. I think we could. It depends what happens in January.
Right,
if we
Merry
get
Christmas,
players.
mate. Have a safe journey home, mate.
You too.
Thanks
Cheers,
for your
guys.
time, mate. All right, thanks for your time, mate.
Cheers.
Thanks. Right. Sunderland nil, Bolton nil, with Gordon. Gordon, obviously it's another pretty poor display by Sunderland.
I think that's an understatement. Pretty poor is an understatement. Not, we cannot score against teams at the bottom of the league. What more do you expect? No, it's just not good enough. 33,000, not good enough. There's bloody Premiership teams not getting that. Not good enough.
What's going wrong with this football club? I mean, I keep on seeing this week in, week out. I mean,
Well,
Deano.
the basis, I think, is lack of money. But it's a double-edged sword. Who's going to come here for Division 1, you know, down in Division 1, you know, and you what can you pay them if you haven't got the money? You cannot pay decent players, and we haven't got them at the minute.
Do you think, obviously, Stuart Donald, first of all, do you think he's the right man going forward?
Well, I always look back, and if he never came in, we would have been administration the same as Bolton.
Why do you say that?
Things were bad. I mean, what was it? We're held short, what, 140 million pounds debt.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You know.
saying. So let's stop you there. So you say that, you said if Stuart Donald never come in, we'll be in administration, right? So why do you say that?
Very close to it.
Why do you say that?
Well, because the team was on the way down.
The team, but financially, Ellis Short cleared the debt. He cleared the debt. He cleared the debt.
He cleared the debt when Stuart Donald came in.
Right.
If Stuart Donald never came in, we still had the debt.
No,
He was paying. He was subsidising the club, but at the same time, you know, the football was going downhill.
Next question, right? Would Stuart Donald have took this club on if Ellis Short never cleared this debt?
I don't think so, because
Right.
in football terms, Stuart Donald isn't a rich man.
Yeah, exactly. So you're saying Stuart Donald saved the club? He didn't save the club, did he? Really?
Well, in a way, he did. In a way,
How?
he did.
Tell us how?
You know,
How do you-
who else was going to come in and do it?
Well, there was
Because Ellis Short wasn't interested, was he?
no, he wasn't interested, but he was paying the club up until he released the club.
Aye. But the thing is,
Would Stuart Donald have bought this club if Ellis Short hadn't paid the debt?
No.
Would Sneaky Ross, Charlie Meathan, and Stuart Donald have bought this club if Ellis Short never paid the
he
debt?
couldn't have.
No?
He didn't have the money.
That's what I'm saying. So they bought the club because Ellis
Short-
Short made it possible.
He cleared the debt.
Yeah.
He wrote it off.
Yeah.
You know, but what if Stuart Donald hadn't have shown an interest, and it was just drifting on? God knows what would have happened.
I
God knows
I
what
don't
would
think
have
Ellis Short would have less going into administration, like.
Well, you know, that's you know, it might have had the option. He might have had the option, but for it to go into administration.
Do you think Stuart Donald saved our football club?
In a way, yes. In a way. I mean, let's face it. Look at last year. You know, it was a good season. Wembley twice. We just missed out on the playoffs. All right, we won at playing brilliant football, but we're playing better than what we are now.
Right. Who employed Jack Ross and Phil Parkinson?
Well, Stuart Donald.
Right, so
But I don't think he made a mistake with Jack Ross.
right, so he didn't make a mistake. So last season, when we finished fifth in that league with the players we had,
Aye.
do you think we're done well?
Not as well as we hoped.
If we had a better manager that season, do you think we'd have stayed up? Sorry, do you think we'd have getting promoted?
Again, where were you going to get a better manager to come into Division 1, you know, if you didn't pay him loads of money? But even so, I mean, when they sacked Jack Ross, they says, oh, get Sam Allardyce. Sam Allardyce wasn't going to come here.
Nah, he's not going to come here, aye. That's
Sam Allardyce wasn't going to come here.
Anyway, mate, obviously, it's been a long interview. What do you think of going forward? Do you think we can get promoted this season, get in the playoffs?
I think it's very unlikely.
Yeah.
Playing like that, very. I mean, he said in Sunderland Echo the other night he's going to go in for value, right? Now, what's value? What does he mean?
Like,
You
quickly,
know.
2 questions. Stick with Pottinson or not? Yes or no?
I don't know. I cannot
Yes or-
answer
yes
that
or-
one.
Stick with Pottinson, yes or no?
Well, you might have to.
Right, stick with Donald, yes or no?
Yes, for the time being.
Playoffs, yes or no?
Unlikely.
Right, thanks for your time, mate. Have a good Christmas. Have a good Christmas. Sorry, but now it's getting a bit tense, but
No, you're
thanks for your
all
time,
right.
mate. All
You're
right.
all right.
Cheers.